going for dessert and I'm going to order something I know is purely decadent indulgence, I'm not getting meringue, I'm not getting fresh fruit. I am getting sugar and butter and the most of it that's available. There's a little bit of sin involved in this. Maybe that's what makes it fun. You try resisting with a baby on board. It's impossible. So being pregnant, most of my cravings have actually been savory. The one sweet craving I've constantly had has been for Bella's Warm Cookie Skillet from Pier 115 in Edgewater, New Jersey. It's so delicious. Your brain and your mouth will not be able to handle it. You know what? Sometimes it's worth it. What do you think about that? I'll go so far as to say I'm a bit of a chocolate chip cookie connoisseur. It was one of the first things I learned how to make on my own. And Pier 115 is a restaurant near where my parents live, so when I go out to visit them, I'm always like, can we get a reservation? Because it's gotten to the point now where you don't even care about the main course, you just want to go for this dessert. So they start by making the dough, and you have your usual suspects. You have the butter that you're gonna cream together with light brown sugar and some granulated sugar as well.
Which is sitting in induction cooker, so the sugar and butter doesn't burn.
The creaming of the butter and the sugar creates air in the cookies. It's actually gonna be what helps give it lift, which is gonna give you a much more delicious cookie overall. So then you take your dry ingredients, your flour, your baking powder, your salt, then add the eggs, which add protein and a little bit of structure to the cookie.
A little bit of vanilla bean.
So they're gonna scrape out the pod and add in the inside of that vanilla bean, which just gives an extra layer of sweetness, and then add to the dry ingredients and fold them into the wet batter. Now it's time to add the Belgian semi-sweet chocolate chunks.
Who doesn't love chocolate?
Chocolate chips are perfect the way that they are, but when you get chunks, you're actually gonna be able to see layers of melted, oozing chocolate that, you know, it's kind of what you're paying for.
We're gonna put it in a skillet and bake it off.
That's the part that got me in here. Why do you have to do that to me? So here's another little trick of theirs. They bake it at 450 degrees, but it's only in the oven for about 5 minutes, which is how you're getting that super crisp cooked outside and that gooey, delicious, melting middle. They're so smart. Revolutionary, really. I should have thought of that. And then they top it with the vanilla gelato, a mountain of whipped cream. Why stop? Put some chocolate syrup on it. I mean, who among us can resist hot cookie right out of the oven? You? No. You definitely couldn't resist. I know you. So, I grab my spoon, go for it. Ooh, it's a cookie! The perfect combination is that crisp outside, that edge. It's got that little bit of chocolate chip and that molten, melting deliciousness in the center. Ooh, so delicious. The cookie has that richness that pairs so perfectly with the cool creaminess of the vanilla gelato. Soft, fluffy, light whipped cream. And it's almost like more indulgent and all-encompassing version of cookies and milk. That is cruel, unusual, it's so evil, but it tastes so good.